it's Em, and I have no makeup on today. So, this might be up, it will be up today, the day I'm filming it, which is Tuesday, which is this guy named Chase's birthday, so shout out to Chase, happy birthday. Anyways, okay, let's get into the video. The number one question that I get asked is, what is diabetes? So, diabetes is basically, so you have a pancreas. A pancreas is behind your stomach, and it produces insulin, so therefore you can eat anything you want without having to take a shot, which is what I do. So, it's basically where your pancreas and the antibodies in it and the cells, they break down, and they don't want to produce any more insulin for your body. So, when that happens, obviously, you could be in DKA, which is what I was in, diabetes ketoacidosis, and it's just basically where like you're really sick, for your blood sugars are really, really high. Mine was like 600, I think. But so more on subject, but your pancreas, the cells inside of it stop working, and the antibodies, so it kind of just breaks down slowly, and you can be pre-diabetic, which means you still have a little bit of cells, but I have no cells left. So basically, therefore, I have to give myself fake insulin, which is basically just processed insulin that people make. Insulin. That's the second question that I've gotten asked very frequently. So I'm gonna end. So basically, this fake engineered substance that scientists make so that I can give myself insulin and still like being able to eat. Because your pancreas, it doesn't produce cells, which doesn't produce insulin, which doesn't make you eat whatever you want. So basically, they have to engineer insulin, and they put it in a vial, and then you stick a syringe in it, and you draw the amount of insulin that you want based on your sliding scale, which is the ratio between how many carbs equals to 1 unit. I'm 15 carbs equals 1 unit, so if it's like 30 carbs, I have to do 2 units. So basically, but it comes in a vial, and you just draw it from there, and you just inject it into your stomach, or your arm, or your thigh, or your butt. So wherever there's fat, you can inject that, but it'll get into your bloodstream and control your blood sugars. So that's always good. Anyways, so insulin is just like a substance that helps your body kind of process sugar, like kind of fights the sugar in a way that will allow you to eat food, so you won't get a high blood sugar or a low blood sugar. So everybody's out there, you will probably understand what I'm saying, but any other diabetes that are not diabetic, I'm trying to make this as clear as possible, so don't butcher me if I'm doing a horrible job. My number 3 question that I get asked frequently is, how did you get diabetes? So, or how do you get diabetes? So basically, you can't do anything to prevent it. A lot of people think sugar causes diabetes, but it really doesn't. So it's just kind of when your cells break down and you don't because my grandmother, she had type 1 diabetes, and I guess it's just genetic. It carried on to me, and my great-grandmother has type 2, and so does my grandfather. He has type 2. So, yeah, it's just kind of like genetics, I guess, but it can happen to anybody. You don't just eat sugar and sugar and sugar. I guess that would be type 2, but usually diabetes doesn't cause type 1 or 2 diabetes, but type 1 diabetes is normally for like the 18 and younger ages, but type 2 is like 20 and up, I guess. I'm not really sure, but I'm type 1, so anyways, yeah, it's just, you can do nothing to prevent diabetes. But I have this really good friend, all her family has diabetes, and she just gets checked every once in a while. And I think that's really good, like, to take doctor's appointments and, like, get doctor's appointments so you can, like, prevent it, I mean, in a way. Which is good, because diabetes is just for, like, the really tough people. Like, you gotta be able to deal with it. It's not for the faint-hearted. I don't know what that dance was, but, just... It's really just a matter of life, I guess, of getting it. It's not like you can't really do anything to prevent it or anything to get it. My cells just broke down, and it was like bye-bye pancreas, like committing suicide. It just killed itself. So, but I still have a pancreas. Like, it's not there, but it's dead, basically. So basically, now I'm going to be doing how do you check your blood sugar, because I check my blood sugar at school. Like, I'm not embarrassed to check it in front of the public, but they just look at me like, and I'm just like, can you not? So you just check your blood sugar with this meter, which is basically this device, and you have a test strip, and it goes into the meter and makes a blood drop, and then you poke yourself with a poker, and then the blood drips onto the test strip, and then it reads your blood sugar from there. So, watch my blood sugar video, which is diabetes episode 1. I have the freestyle light meter. It just looks like this, basically, and it's kind of a teardrop shape. And you can just kind of go back on your blood sugars to see how they were during the day. So, that's good. Like, you can check on how your blood sugars were. You had a really high one. Couple of 332. Yeah, that was my fault. But, yeah, so the test strips, this is what I'm talking about. But anyways, if you watch my blood sugar video, you'll understand what all this is. So I'm going to go through very briefly. These are test strips. They look like that, and I'm not going to do any more because you can go watch my diabetes blood sugar episode 1 video. So yeah, and then this is the poker. Here's the lancet. You'll understand what all of this is in my blood sugar video if you watched it. And you just cock it, and then yeah, so that's my meter. Insulin. Remember how I was talking about the vial and the syringe and how you draw it, and you can poke it into yourself wherever you are, so it levels your blood sugar out. So I just carry all of my syringes and insulin in this really cute bag that we found at Target. So this is the insulin that I use. I use a Novolog. Some people can use Humalog. Some people use a Petra. I don't know. I just use Novolog. But these are my syringe. They're the 10 millimeter and 3 gauge, I think. So they only go up to 30 units. The needle's not that very big, but some people are very faint because of needles, so it's really not that big. You probably can't see it. There we go. Anyway, so that's my needle, or the syringes that I use, and you just, again, draw it up from the little vial and stick it in yourself. And then this is Lantus. I take this at night so it regulates my blood sugar while I'm sleeping. So, and then it just comes in this taller kind of bottle. This is Lantus. A lot of people take Lantus, I guess, unless you have a pump, which gives you insulin throughout that whole time. So that's my insulin that I use. I'm going to do that very briefly. If you want me to do a whole nother insulin episode, just comment down below and I will do. I'm just going through all of this very briefly because I don't want this to be a very long video, so you don't have to like watch all through that, because yeah. Okay, anyway, so this is the glucagon. It's just basically, if you faint because of high blood sugar or low blood sugar, you insert this into self. And this is basically sugar. So this is just bottle of little sugar inserts, and then this is the little adrenaline that gives you. So in case you faint, you can give yourself that and you'll automatically wake up, I guess. But I haven't had to use this, which is good because I don't want to faint, which is, in my opinion, a good thing because I don't think anybody wants to faint. So, yeah, I haven't had to use this, which is good. But if you guys have any of my diabetes, comment down below if you had to use your glucagon anytime. With diabetes, you have to juggle activity, food, and medication. And I cannot juggle, so I'm kind of... Anyways, so you have to juggle all these things, food, medication, and activity, for your blood sugars to be all balanced. I cannot juggle, and I'm pretty sure many people can't, but if you know what I mean, I'm not the best person at managing my diabetes, but I think I do pretty well. So if you can't juggle these, try to do your best. It's kind of like a metaphor. If you can't juggle, try your best. That was really corny. Anyways, so yeah. I might have talked about this in my diabetes episode 1 with blood sugar, but this kind of revolves around blood sugar. But if your blood sugar is low, which is the sugar in your blood, it's kind of self-explanatory, but if it's low, that means you don't have enough. So you can either eat like chocolate, your preference, whatever. Sometimes I eat bananas, which are really good because they have 36 carbs, and that's really good. to raise your blood sugar. So I just normally eat a Kiss, which is what gets my blood sugar up. So, which is really good. It just kind of brings your blood sugar up, but you do not want to eat too much candy because, or whatever you eat for lows, because then it will make your blood sugar high. One time I had too much and it was 405. Yeah. But it's just a matter of how much it takes to get your blood sugar up. One of these will actually make my blood sugar go up to 100, which is really good. If it's like 60, this will do the trick. But if it's like 40, like 3 and a Capri Sun, which is good. So that's what I eat. Thanks so much for watching. I had so much filming this video, and if you have any more questions in the comment section, I'll be glad to answer them for you. And if you have any diabetes problems yourself that I can help with, just direct message me on Instagram. My username is T1DTween. And yeah, if you just want to DM me any questions that you have about diabetes or comment them in the section down below, I will be glad to answer them for you guys. Anyways, I'm so sorry that I have not been posting much. I've been really sick, and I just haven't been on my game. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to hit that thumbs up, and if you liked it, and comment down below any questions that you have for me or any suggestions that I should do for videos. And remember to subscribe because it's free, but you don't have to, but it will really make my day. Thank you guys for watching, and mwah! Oh, geez. Okay. Take 2.